Hello everyone and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is a message that I'm wanting to send out to everyone, and in relation to this pandemic of the coronavirus, I'm wanting to send you out a message of love, a message of camaraderie, and a message of faith. We need to keep the faith. We need to keep doing what we're told to do by the experts, of course, so that we can try and contain this virus. My condolences to those people that have lost loved ones, family members, friends. My condolences to those, mostly in the country of Italy, of course, which was the most hit. I do hope that this terrible virus, this terrible epidemic is contained as soon as possible with the help of God and with the help of the experts. So as I said, we need to listen to what they tell us. Let's not take it too lightly, as it is serious, but it is in our hands. And of course, we need to keep the faith, as I said, that we can overcome this. We know that astrologically speaking, we're moving through a very difficult season. I do believe that the next couple of weeks are going to be very, very important, and it's got a lot to do with what we do. It's got a lot to do with our next trajectory, where we're heading, and especially, that we have to think before we act. And of course, let's not over panic. We know that panic is the worst thing that we can do, but listening to the experts is the most important thing, and let's not take chances. So I'm sending my prayers out to all of you. As I said, we've got a saying in Greek which says, your faith saved you. So let's especially keep the faith at this time, as it's very important. Let's keep our spirits as high as possible. And these positive vibes that we will send out to the divine, to the universe, and to others should help. It will be received, no doubt. As we always say, a positive mind leads to a healthy body. A healthy mind leads to a healthy body. Whichever way you look at it, that's what we have to do right now. So again, I will leave you with this message. I did have to say something about it because it's not something that we can sweep under the carpet. Okay, so let's see what your messages are for this time. As I said, if we need to stay indoors, which is very important now, and keep the contact with others to a minimal, that is the safest thing that we can do. All right, let's look at your cards and see what's going on at this point. Again, my love to all of you and blessings. Do stay strong. Do stay healthy. Let's go on to the readings. Hello, my darlings, Aries. Happy birthday to all of you. Okay, it is your time. We are at the equinox, almost on the 20th of the month. We know that that's the new astrological year, and it is the beginning of spring. So again, happy birthday to all of you. Let's see what's happening for you. I am using the Druid Craft Tarot, the Major Arcana, looking at what you're dealing with specifically at this time. Let's take your card, and we have the World. And the World is, of course, the completion of some cycle. No doubt it's on point with the equinox, the completion of some cycle, therefore moving to a new cycle. Hopefully this will be the ending of something that was quite karmic for you. This is also a successful completion of something as well. So this is the general energy. Now the World card can mean difficulties, as usually portrays the 4 fixed signs, which are Taurus, Scorpio, Leo and Aquarius. Hopefully with the pandemic of the coronavirus that will be contained to a minimal in the time of Aries. Okay, hopefully with the new astrological year, you know, this treacherous virus will be contained. Let's look, dear Aries, let's look and see what's going on for you. So mid-March till end of March of 2020 for Aries, please, Spirit. Let's take a few cards. What's happening with you? And we've got the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This could mean, and I'm not reading reversals, we know that travel has been stopped, cancelled. Many things have been cancelled at this time. So this is like, I do see it as restrictions in many, many ways. As you could see, Venus is in the womb. This could also speak of a rebirth. I feel that the cosmos in general is rebirthing, will be rebirthed soon. I think more than likely around the time of Aries, that's probably when it's going to start. Now, with the Knight of Wands, this is someone who is driven by their passion, someone very creative. I'm not reading reversals, so this may have been in the reverse. Okay, so we know that the Knight of Wands is someone who could be someone that travels a lot. This could have come to a halt. Obviously, we're in a bubble of, you know, we're stuck in time, we're stuck in many ways. We know that astrologically speaking, Pluto is going to transform any restrictions that we have or that we're going through. So that's the positive side to Pluto that I see in the astrology. We know that Pluto can mean death and transformation, regeneration, rebirth. So I do feel that in a grandiose way, I hope and I see it as a blessing, the World card in your reading. No doubt we know that Aries is the leader. You are the beginning of at the beginning of the zodiac signs. So I feel that this energy here is going to play out very strongly. And of course, dealings with others that are at a distance will now be through other means, through technology, through social media, etc., etc. Let's see what else we have. We have the Devil, which is Saturn. And Saturn is the restrictions, as we know. Saturn can mean fears. Now, we know that also the Devil can mean, you know, having gone around and around in a vicious cycle, which hopefully Pluto will take care of. And we know that the Devil can also mean the shadow side, which is the darkest before the dawn, let's say. And when I say the dawn, that's Pluto taking care of business here. Now, the Devil does speak of restrictions, but it means hard work. We have to pull up our socks and do what we are told by the authorities. The Devil is Capricorn, and Capricorn is the authorities. It is the law. So restrictions are up in many, many ways. And that could be on a, of course, cosmopolitical way, but it can also mean in our own personal lives. What else do we have here? And we've got the Star, which is Aquarius, and this does speak of the future. This is a card of hope, a hope after, you know, lots of hope and healing after the darkness of the Devil. Now, the Star is Aquarius, the Devil is Capricorn. We know that a lot is going on there. Also, with Mercury having retrograded through the sign of Pisces, it did move into Aquarius, and now it's moving direct. It will go over the same territory that it passed over. Now, we know that Pisces is also, it's got a lot to do with the divine, with spirit, but it's also, it's endings. Pisces is the 12th house. Therefore, I feel that with Mercury now moving direct, and traveling, you know, having started to move direct from Aquarius, it will be moving over the darkness to bring in the light, and this will bring us a sense of hope in our lives and a sense of healing. This is a wish fulfillment. After the containment of Capricorn, we know that the star is, you know, the universe. It's the ethers. So we need to keep the faith in whatever is going on at this time. Okay, and again, the star is also Uranus. Uranus rules Aquarius, and Uranus is moving through the sign of Taurus. Taurus is the physical body, and we know that Uranus is also that ingenious thought. It's anything to do with humanity, with the humanitarian. I do feel that we're going to all come together, and this could be testing times that are we going to work together for, you know, the purpose of humanity, or are we going to restrict ourselves to the shadow side that we have, okay, and the shadow side of even worldly matters. Don't let fear overtake you, okay? We know that with the star, we are following that shining star. It is a wish fulfillment, so keep the hope. Let's see what's at the bottom. We've got the King of Wands, and we know that the King of Wands is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. I would say that this is for many of you, this is your energy as well. You may be dealing with a Sagittarian. As I said, we've got Sag, we've got Capricorn, and we've got the sign of Aquarius, which is all at the top of the zodiac. Therefore, it's got a lot to do. What's going on out in the world is affecting all of us on a mundane and personal level. We know that the King of Wands is someone who is spontaneous, someone who can be very creative, and also this is a leader, and this could even on a worldly way, this could be a leader, someone that is going to give us that spark. He is holding the Ace of Wands, the idea, the notion, the creative work that he does. This could be what will give us the light, if you know what I mean with the star and the Aquarian energy here. Now, on a personal level with the King of Wands, again, this could be you taking charge of a situation. This could be you creating something that you've wanted to create for some time. You've become the king, the Aries. You are, you know, the leader at this time. So I do feel that with, you know, Aries season, a lot is going to be worked out and to be seen. And with the World card here as well, we all need to be as one at this time. We all need to be you know, have a sense of hope and not fear the worst. Let's take a few more cards, dear Aries, and see what else is happening here. I'm also going to say that with the Knight of Wands here, it is as though he is holding that torch. As you know, a lot of you that watch the news, we did have the Olympic fire lit just recently. Gerald Butler did do that ceremony in Greece. He had a lot of people around him. We know that the Olympic flame has begun, it's been lit, and let's take that as, you know, literally that the light, that spark has started. And we know the Olympic flame speaks of many, many different things. First of all, it's everyone being as one, and it's all got to do with healthy competition, you know, leaving war, leaving things that are nasty and things that have got to do with battles and, you know, trying to take from others. The spirit now is let's all be as one. That is the most important thing for humanity. Okay, so let's take a few more cards. I just got the goosebumps. right now with that thought. Let me see what else we have. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So slow and steady wins the race. We know that the Knight of Pentacles for me is usually the energy of Virgo. Nevertheless, Virgo is the house of health, slow and steady progress, of course. Knight of Pentacles, even where career is concerned, again, planning, not rushing into things, but planning, doing things very steadily. Forward momentum is what you need to do. Now, again, it could be any other earth sign. We do have Capricorn here as well. Let's see what else. We have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is, yes, again, camaraderie, coming together, where even if it's not in a physical way, in any way that is possible. Three of Cups can mean a celebration. It can mean that we're all one and that we're coming together to celebrate forward momentum, okay, and something new and stable. The Knight of Pentacles does hold that Ace of Pentacles. So therefore there will be celebration. We will overcome this energy of the devil here. And we know also that Saturn rules Capricorn as well as Aquarius. Now Saturn very soon is entering the sign of Aquarius, and I feel that that's going to be very positive. We're going to have an indication because Saturn will move up to 2 degrees in the sign of Aquarius, and then it's going to retrograde back. So we know that retrogrades have got a lot to do with redirecting the energies, turning inwards, and that's when we do the work. Okay, so I feel that once Saturn moves back into Aquarius, once it moves into Aquarius and then starts moving backwards and will go back into the sign of Capricorn, that's when we will be able to see what needs to be taken care of and how we can beat this devil energy. Okay, wonderful to see the Three of Cups on top of the devil card. And as I said, with Virgo, we've recently had a full moon in Virgo, which is the house of health. Okay, there will be some sort of a celebration, dear Aries. And wow, but we know that with the Three of Swords here, we know that with the Three of Swords, this can be heartbreak, this can be some sort of a disappointment, but I feel that this could be the residue that will be left because of the wounds of what the devil is all about here. Now, Three of Swords can mean something external to you, okay? It can mean something external. It could even be some sort of a fork in the road, mainly, I feel, and that when Saturn moves back into Aquarius, right, that's because it's not as tough, it's not as harsh in the sign of Aquarius. That could be, and we know that Saturn also is the rewards. I believe that once that happens, and that will be at the end of the year around December, I do feel on a collective scale that that would probably be the ingenious thought, the medicine, you know, for what these difficulties are about. Let's take one more card and see, and we've got the King of Pentacles. So that's a very positive sign for me. Why? Because this this Knight of Pentacles turns into the King, and the King of Pentacles is the last king of the tarot, and we know he's the expert. He's gone through all the notions, all the energies. He is the last archetype which speaks of stability, groundedness, and we know that the King of Pentacles, again, earth, okay, and this is the sign of Taurus for me, and I do feel that at some stage, because we've got the as you can see, the someone is in their birth suit here, so we're looking at the body now, the physical body, and we've got the King of Pentacles, which is for me Taurus. So Taurus is where Uranus is transiting. I do feel that that's where we're going to find something stable, something real, something that will give us stability. And we know that the King of Pentacles is someone that we can depend on. Now, we've got the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So, dear Aries, I believe that for most of you, you're dealing with an earth sign. Could be any earth sign. Mainly, as I said, we've got Virgo, Capricorn. Now we've got Taurus, so I will keep it at that. Also, we've got Aquarius. Okay, could be that this King of Pentacles has also got Aquarius in their sign, in their chart, I should say. But I do see the King of Pentacles as someone very, very positive. An energy, let's say, of positivity. Now, the King of Pentacles, again, anything to do with the physical body and our values. Taurus does ring also the Hierophant, and the Hierophant we know is Taurus, and the Hierophant is also a spiritual leader, a spiritual warrior, someone that is someone who stands very strong where their faith is concerned. And it's also about commitments, dear Aries, and therefore we need to take care of what our commitments are at this time. We need to do the work and keep the faith. Okay, so for those of you that are leaving behind someone that was very Saturnian, okay, someone that was very restrictive in their ways, I do feel that this, you know, may have been some sort of a setback or a disappointment for you, but I feel that the faith that you have kept, and maybe it was even a wish fulfillment for those of you that have had some setback, I'm going to say, with this King of Pentacles, whoever this is, I do believe that the star poses a wish fulfillment in the future, because we know that the star can be something that is at a distance. Now, of course, you could be dealing with someone that is a distance, but I see that they're very stable here. They're someone that's very committed. Okay, so whatever this Three of Swords speaks of, which can speak of health as well, we know that the star is a card of healing. So that is a very good thing to see here. Okay, dear Aries, I'm going to do, now I'm going to take two cards, two of my handwritten cards, for those of you that are dealing with love and anything to do with disappointments. As we can see, the Three of Swords is here. We know that also the devil is restrictions. It's all about timing as well. So let's just take, I'm going to take a card on the King of Wands, because some of you may be in a love triangle. Doesn't have to be a love triangle, of course, for all of you. It could be just three people in a situation. Let's see what the King of Wands wants to say, what his thoughts are, if this is someone external to you. Of course, for others of you, this is your own energy that's showing up. So take the messages as they resonate, and I will take one for the King of Pentacles as well. Let's see the King of Wands. I needed more in my life. We did try, but we just couldn't find happiness. I am sorry. And this is the Eight of Cups. Now we know that the Eight of Cups does show someone that is leaving a situation behind. Now this could be on a spiritual level as well as on an emotional level. So again, this is someone that is growing spiritually through the hardships. Okay, so doesn't mean that you are all leaving a fire sign behind. Of course, if this is you, dear Aries, that this is saying that you are apologizing to someone until you, you know, take that journey that you're taking, that emotional, that spiritual journey, and looking for those 10 of Cups, right? Or looking for those 2 of Cups that were missing for you. And that could mean an agreement. Yes, it could. So let's take now on this King of Pentacles, what's the message from this earth sign? I will climb any mountain, I will swim any river to be with you. Come to me. And this is the Three of Wands here. So this is someone that's very stable, and we know that the Three of Wands does remind me of someone that's waiting for their ships to come in. It also does speak of this King of Pentacles, you know, taking the action. And again, because we've got the Star card here, there is some sort of distance, could be a physical distance as well. So I do see that this King of Pentacles is someone that's very promising for you and your future. I will leave it at that, dear Aries. I don't want to make these readings too long. Thank you so much for being here. As I said, keep safe, keep healthy, and keep the faith. Much love to all of you. Bye-bye.